These are the 3 books I have published through my publishing imprint EasyCat Press so far, and why I chose to publish them. The first book we published was House of Frank by Kay Sinclair. This is a cozy, witchy fantasy that explores grief at the loss of a loved one, but also has a really strong found family element. The first time I read the manuscript for this book, I read it all in one sitting. I stayed up until 3 a.m. to finish it, and I sobbed uncontrollably. Cozy fantasy is often described as books that feel like a warm hug, and House of Frank has a lot of those cozy vibes, but it also deals with a lot of heavy topics. And I remember finishing this and thinking, it does feel like a warm hug, but a warm hug on the day when you need it the most. And I just figured if I needed that kind of a hug, then someone else probably did too, so I chose to publish it. Our second book was Of Monsters and Mainframes by Barbara Truelove. This is currently up for a Goodreads Choice Award in the science fiction category. Make sure you go vote. This is the story of a sentient spaceship that is being hunted by Dracula, and along its journey, the ship Demeter also makes a lot of monstery friends. There's this moment really early on where the ship realizes that all of its passengers and crew have been unalived, and its response to that is basically, ooh, awkward. From that moment on, I knew that this book was going to be hilarious. It's a phenomenal found family story, but it's also so witty and silly and wild, and I mostly published it because I wanted other people to read it so we could talk about how amazing it was. And now it's being nominated for awards, so mission accomplished. Now our third book does not come out until March of 2026, but Black as Diamond by U.M. Agwawike is a thrilling, visceral, dark fantasy adventure. Reading Black as Diamond feels like playing my favorite fantasy video games. The adventure and characters feel like something out of Final Fantasy. The fight scenes feel ripped straight out of Mortal Kombat. There is virtually no info dumping in this book. The world building and the lore are instead fed to you in little bits and pieces as you journey along with these characters, and that aspect reminds me a lot of Hollow Knight and Elden Ring. And all of these elements add up to something truly epic that has deep roots in 80s dark fantasy, but at the same time feels completely new. U.M. Agwawike is a Nigerian-Canadian author, and I just think they bring such a unique new voice to the fantasy genre. So obviously I had to publish this book. Also, every single one of these books is super queer and diverse, and every single one of them made me cry, which is apparently not a hard thing to do, but still. House of Frank and Of Monsters and Mainframes are already out in the world for you to read, and Black as Diamond will be out on March 3rd. It's available for pre-order right now. And if you're interested in learning more about the process of bringing these 3 books to life, as well as our future books, we've got 3 more on the way. Then make sure to check out my bindery page, EasyCat Press, at the link in my bio. Also, if you made it to the end of this video, do me a favor and add Black as Diamond to your Storygraph and Goodreads shelves. It is a very easy and free way to support this book and others like it that we are working on bringing into the world. Okay, thank you for your time. Have a good day.